Apologies, we have one for John. I'll move. Moved by Eric, seconded by Peter. All in favour, say aye. Aye. Item 3, declarations of interest. I haven't been made aware of the declarations this morning. Item 4 is public questions, deputations. Everybody this morning. Item 5 is notification of extraordinary item business. This morning. 6 is questions. I haven't been notified of any questions this morning. So we'll move to item 7, which is reports. 7.1, which is the annual report and summary. Welcome, Rachel. Would you like to comment on the report? We had a really good look at it. This is sort of the final phase.
Thank you. So essentially this is the final step in the process. You'll recall a fortnight ago the Risk Insurance Committee went through the draft annual report in some detail, and today we're bringing back the revised document alongside the summary for your consideration. We have made a number of changes since that meeting, which Dave and Dave particularly will take you through in a moment, and we're aware that there are some questions from at least one councillor around the report, so I'm happy to respond to those questions. Maybe if I could draw your attention to pages 10 and 11 of the agenda, which is the message from the Chairman and the Chief Executive. So this is obviously highlighting the achievements for the year, and as we talked about at Risk and Assurance, those were around the work that's continued on the climate resilience projects, the work on the regional climate change strategy, advancing our water and land space and improving freshwater quality, and just noting some of the work particularly by our land sustainability team, and then the work happening in the biodiversity and biosecurity space and the achievements there. So you will recall at the Risk and Assurance meeting, you spent a bit of time looking at the messaging here, and probably the key change in this part of the document is to the financial information on page 11. So just reminding you that the year finished with an operating result in line with budget, despite some of those budgeted activities occurring, such as the September flood event and the emergency opening of Waituna Lagoon. We've made a change there just to note that the Waiau River mouth opening was an attempted opening, and then there's a bit more discussion around the non-cash movements, etc., as you requested. So just wanted to, I guess, draw your attention to that and make sure you're happy with that before we proceed into the other changes.
Sorry, we have put out that we had an 8.85 million in surplus.
That's actually, you sort of read further on, the actual surplus is quite small. That's unrealised gains, government money, specifically. Don't expose it to that at the moment.
It's not a true surplus, but people are going to read it as such.
Well, that's all the debate there. It's very difficult. We're obliged to report that as a bottom line. We added in here, I think it's the last sentence, higher than expected interest income resulted in a surplus of operating funding on page 30 on 348,000. So 348,000 of our genuine cash operating surplus. The balance is from note after that is movements in value of funds and funds received from the government to spend on climate resilience that can't be spent anywhere else, but unfortunately the accounting standards are counted as income. So this is difficult. Any council that gets grant income of a similar nature is in the same position we are. So we just hope that there's genuine understanding of that when we report it.
The key point of the analysis is that the surplus of 348,000, which will equate to maybe 1% And I think actually, if we get that close to the budget, that's not good there. Peter?
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I just want to, underneath our plan, underneath all our photos, fine looking bunch that we are, right at the very start, opportunities for Māori to contribute to decision making. I think this is very well written and laid out very clearly in a way that sometimes we find hard to describe ourselves through our own words. And I think I'm really appreciative that you've put that in right at the start. And I just go down to Tangata Whenua, environment, Southland's relationship, and that spells it out very clearly. I'll just quote, they have a special status in terms of resource management activities and are not just another interest group. I think that's a really good line that we put in there, because there is confusion with a lot of people around the region around that. So well done. Thank you for putting that in.
Thanks, Peter. Paul?
Thank you, yes, through you, Chair. I think I mentioned this last year as well. 100% doesn't usually add up to 135% when it comes on page 12. The population. Yeah, so we get Asian, other communities, etc. 113.5%.
For you, yeah, thanks, Councillor Gibbons. Yeah, what we did in response to the question we previously asked was added a little bit of text at the bottom of the image, due to individuals being able to select more than one ethnicity, going through the census, it's not going to be able to get to 100%.
So, thank you through the Chair. So, even is the information even relevant to that category? Plus or minus 5% in a lot of things, but that's a huge amount.
Very sure. It's, I guess it's a collection methodology that's used by Stats NZ.
It's a question of us in the past war, breakdown, it's quite confusing. Yeah. Any further remarks?
Mr. Gerard, I've got 10 questions. Those are relatively minor. I didn't send these to Rachel and Imani yesterday, so they are with it. I'll just go through them now or very fun.
Remember, we're not going to this is
So the first one is on page 10 of the agenda. On page 12 of the report, page 10 of the agenda. The second sentence currently is this obligation outlines how we are delivering our work program for the period from July 23 to 24. We can read that we should say how we delivered our work program instead. Is that all right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. They're all
Very good start.
On page 19, the table, I don't understand what the for the capital operations for economically and water and where the reason for that.
Yeah, it's very easy. Yeah, thank you, Councillor Woodway. In the 2021 to 31 plan, where our activities were outlined, and those that we were going to be performance measures against, there were no activities outlined in detail in the long-term plan under those two areas. It's not saying there aren't activities that we were doing that are linked to those areas, but the mechanism specifically indicated that we were measuring the targets against. Those are very much internally focused in a way to identify the activities within some common groupings, meaning just for those particular groups, the activities that included for those two areas.
So if I can perhaps just add, take equality, for example, when we have an equality scientist instead of the environment network, we have policy and planning, and we're happening, promoting, safeguarding practices across winter, etc. But in terms of our operations function, and that includes catchment operations and the likes of the land sustainability officers, fire security officers, whilst we might give advice whilst officers are out and about, it's not a primary focus, so we don't have work programs that are specifically connected up in that operations space. That a lot of it's happening in other parts of the business.
Okay. Thank you. On page 49, the target on the table is first warning network domination on 100% of the time during further events. But in the information achieved is that the phone system stopped functioning for a time during high river watch. So how do we say it was 100% operational where it wasn't?
Through you, Chair. Yes, what we're referring to is the narrative under the results for the previous year's annual report. I did catch up with Chris from Hydrology this morning, and he indicated that while the phone system stopped, the data was still being logged through the website, and therefore the information was still available for the community. He indicated that that system is, and equipment is nearly 20 years old, and the team are doing some work to review what that looks like going forward, and it's appropriate enough as information.
So the information was available by the
Yes, they'll still available by the website.
Thank you. Getting into Chairman, this is very minor point on page 56. Under not achieved there, it says no schemes for the next reviews were completed work on was this completed, which would be completed, I suppose. I mean, no scheme reviews were completed. I think the scheme and completed. Now, the next thing is a little bit more of a concern. It's not something that needs to be changed, but I thought I would just. This is on page 74. To do with the monitoring and review of the effectiveness of partnerships with other organisations. Now, we've not achieved what we've tried to, what we said we would do for 2 years in a row here. Although you've got the third one is slightly different there, so no, it's just those two here. So I know I brought this up before, and looked at it at the committee, but hopefully we can have an achieve there next year. How's that? Different day. Right, sorry, the next one is on page, I'm really getting into the finances and comments on the finances page. 1 to 4. I'm a little bit worried about this. I'm probably not easily, but second paragraph underneath 17 and the liabilities. There was a paying at Southport. I didn't do that before, maybe I missed something. Paying at Southport for $2.1 million in damages, and they had a campaign of $5.6 million. Is that something we should worry about? And it's just a question for clarification of that paragraph.
Chair, that, so I did seek further clarification on this, stand out with the answer, but my understanding wasn't able to reach the people involved. But the text that came to us through the annual report was the group does not believe it was exposed to the liability. We have no risk here other than the risk of it. The normal risk of being shareholder. Right. So this, I'm unaware of what the actual issue is. We're not involved as shareholders.
Also, always a bit of confusion where Southport, because of the majority shareholder, we have to all that something their report, because the list currently, we've actually got no regret.
Oh, yeah, I know, but you know, it's going to be subject to a big claim.
Tiny comment, councillors still on that page, I'll just note, Rachel, that, in the very first line, we have to close the bracket and have this line. So we need to find where the bracket closes somewhere in there, thank you.
Next one is also to do with Southport. On page 130, just a question for clarification. It talks about interest rate swaps. And I'd like to that up.
And then, thank you, councillor, interest rate swap is a financial instrument to hedge or to fix the interest rate risk of an organisation. Later undertaken by commercials such as Southport, there is again no risk to us as a shareholder. Looking at the interest rates that have been fixed by Southport, these are very beneficial to contracts are being entered into when interest rates are low. And it enables them to continue by fixing the mortgage on your house.
Two more areas, Mr. Chairman. This relates to the attempted opening of the wire. This is on page 135. I know the cost of the removal of the landfill was near $1 million, which is a bit of surprise to me. I know there's some problems there, but no doubt that's legitimate. But there's no mention of any cost or the attempted opening of the wire Rivermouth. And I thought perhaps there should be, as that was presumably a reasonable amount as well. And Tanya said to me, for this 350,000 project.
The cost council was 230,000. She by all the partners and Regional Management South, and so the cost of the council, cost of this council was 130 of that.
130 or 200.
134%.
So it's relatively small amount, not as significant as
South District Page.
And just on the landfill, we're fortunate enough for the Ministry of the Environment to give us funding which is actually covered the removal of that land. 1.3 million.
yes, so that's mentioned in the last two on so that's fine. Although it's still a lot of money. And lastly, on page 150, another question of clarification, the South Mid Library Consortium. Now, here's our involvement before, somebody explain what that entails.
Sure, yeah, thanks, councillor. Yes, the Southwood Consortium is, just to give it some context, is within a section of the report that outlines the range of collaborative work that we do with other councils, some of which we don't have direct involvement in, but I guess it's an opportunity for all councils to provide a bit more scope about what it is that we are involved in collectively.
I just say that this particular section is included in all of the annual reports for the councils in the region, so we collectively we take the lead on behalf of the other councils, but everyone contributes and we develop a joint statement for inclusion in the annual reports on shared service activity.
So there is a cost for us all of the service. So
Not directly for the library consortium, but it is an example where councils are working collaboratively and is probably more relevant for the other councils, the territorials, but we have increased roles in these other places, the language and authority working group to appreciate. The same is in the annual reports for all councils.
well, I think it's going to thank you for those information staff, and I know there's only a couple of them there that will be saying for partners.
Last, Robert.
On page 9, page opportunities for Māori to contribute to decision making is items. Page 6, sorry, page 14, page 6. People where I am.
Yep.
14 of the agenda. I've got the agenda. I noticed in the second bullet point, it doesn't say opportunities for Māori to contribute to decision making. It says opportunities for Māori to contribute to and be involved in the decision making processes. Could we not have and include be involved in the title as well? Because the title is lesser than the subsequent explanation. But is it a problem? I'd like to see that because it's a less powerful statement.
Through your chair, we will definitely go back and look at that and speak with the chief advisor, Māori, and get a perspective as well as our three departments, well, three team.
Headlines are.
Yes, I do see that. But we have to be careful not to one. Although I think it's.
They become a very.
I don't mean the whole sentence, I just mean be involved in. To contribute and to be involved in decision making. Person. Any further questions or comments at this stage? I think we went through LTP votes last year. We had a look at the public, we made significant changes, and I think it's coming as a result that was close to the line, taking out the extraordinaries. It's a pretty remarkable achievement. Nobody can say we've got too much money because they're close to the line that doesn't matter. It's actually a credit to our staff who are deliberately to remain within the budget. So I think this is a year of reflection. We're looking back on the first year of the LTP is the annual report, and I think it's a good result for us.
Let's do on into the so that we get the number one to my operation.
As amended.
As amended.
So you will everyone for?
Yeah.
Second by Lyndall. Any further discussion? If not, I will move the recommendation. All in favour will say aye. Against? No? Carried. Right. Something, isn't it? No public excluded. But this will complete the meeting for this morning. Thanks for your contribution, and thanks to all that worked on with our teams to actually collect our last year's achievements and put it all together. So well done, and I'll do the meeting closed.